Hello, hello. Big up yourself, kings and queens, all you original kings and queens. This is the 11th episode of the Big Up Yourself show. Can you believe it? I have been doing this for 11 weeks now. I want to big up myself because I remember when I first had the idea, I was like, I don't know if I can do this. But here is the 11th episode. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I am so proud of me. This is the Big Up Yourself show where we hold space for building healthy self-esteem and we celebrate all that is original and fire about ourselves. This is a place where you get to focus on you, your dream, your journey, your growth, and you get to celebrate your step every step of the way. You don't celebrate enough. No, you don't. You don't give yourself enough credit for persevering, for all the heavy lifting that you do, for showing up again and again. Stop that. Stop shrinking. Stop hiding. Stop worrying about what they'll say when you celebrate yourself. Celebrate because you need that energy to keep going and to do greater things. Uh-oh. I'm preaching already, and that was only supposed to be your welcome introduction. But I'm feeling good today. I feel empowered. How about you? I'm wearing my Big Up Yourself t-shirt, and as a matter of fact, we have our wine here. Oh, look at Terry. Hi, Terry. Hi, Terry. I'm just about to have some champagne. Ah, excuse me. I know that didn't look very dignified, but hey. So here we go. Let me have a sip of champagne to pick up myself, Terry. It is the 11th episode of the Big Up Yourself show. And I'm so happy you're here right now because I wanted to thank you for being I wanted to thank you for being my very first guest on the Big Up Yourself show. Thank you so much. I will always remember that, your trust and your support. And Terry, I am wearing my own hair today because we're talking about being authentic, and I wanted to kind of show up as more of me today. It's not like I'm never going to wear another wig, but I'm wearing my own hair today. Yeah, in the spirit of authenticity. It's a look that I don't enjoy for myself. I understand it's beautiful and everything. I get all the compliments and whatnot. I appreciate it, but it's not a look that I prefer for myself. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Terry, and welcome. If you're new here, let me say it. If you're new here, welcome, and you're invited to subscribe and be a member of this community. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. We just ask that you share your love. That is your only contribution to this community, is share your love by way of liking the videos, leaving a nice, juicy, supportive comment. Your likes and your comments, they do matter and they help us out a lot. So, and then when you subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time we upload a video or we go live. And how are you feeling today? How are you feeling right now? Yes, it was a great time, Terry. Yes, it sure was. It sure was. Yes, thank you so much for being here. Now, usually when I start the show, I ask the guests 3 questions, right? These are 3 standard questions that we ask. And one of them is, tell me about your name, the story about your name, how you got named, who named you, the definition of your name, how you feel about your name, all that kind of stuff. And then the second question is to share a trauma or difficulty that you've overcome and how. And then the third question is, what do you want to big up yourself for in this moment? Now, as for my name, I love my name because I think it's every bit of who I am. My name means beautiful, sweetly, or innocently charming, attractive, appealing, winning, engaging. They'll talk about a winsome personality. And my name also, recently I found out that my name also means breath of God. And then also that my last name, Alexander, means defender of the people. So I feel that both of my names encompass exactly who I am. And so I wear my name with pride because I feel like it suits me. It tells my story, right? So that's my name. And then a trauma or difficulty, there are a few of them that I'm going to touch on today. So we'll answer that as we go. And then what do I want to big up myself for? I'm going to be bigging up myself all episode long because I've got so much to celebrate. Yes, I've got a lot to celebrate. Yes, I'm celebrating being authentic, right? So let's see. Now, what most people know about me, what you know about me, is that I am a self-empowerment mentor. Thank you. Thank you, Terry. I'm a self-empowerment mentor, or you may know me as just the Big Up Yourself show host. And I come on here and I look like I know what I'm doing. But what you don't know about me is there was a time. Hi, Shannon. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you for tuning in. Shannon is a courage coach, and Shannon is part of the reason that I am sitting here today. She helps me with courage, developing courage to let myself be seen and heard. So thank you, Shannon, and thank you for joining us. So I was saying that people know me as a self-empowerment coach, mentor, and they know me as the host of this show. But what you don't know about me was there was a time my self-esteem was so low, it was almost non-existent. I used to be nice to everyone but myself. I was known as nice, right? People could depend on my niceness. And that was my main identity. But while I was nice to them, I wasn't nice to myself because I didn't even like myself. I valued others more than I valued me. In the way that I allowed myself to be spoken to be belittled, right? People could say whatever they wanted to say to me and get away with it. I was teased. Yes, me. I was teased, even at work. And at work, so I'm not talking about just in childhood, I'm talking about in adulthood, teased at work. I've been called stupid at work. More than once in my life, I've been called stupid. And I accepted disrespect in all forms. And I didn't speak up for myself. I wouldn't set boundaries because I didn't know how. And I was too afraid of confrontation to set boundaries. And that caused me to feel insignificant, invisible, sad, and powerless. I had lower than low self-esteem. Yes, but look at me now. Look at me now, girl, Shannon. I am more assertive today. And I've learned to love and honor myself. And this is why I'm so passionate about encouraging you to big up yourself. Celebrate yourself and build up that self esteem, healthy self esteem muscle. Be assertive and let yourself and your accomplishments be seen and heard. Yes, I am shedding some skin today. I am shedding skin. Let me see. Where was Terry? Oh, she said your name suits you. Yes, yes, it does. I agree. I agree. I want each of us to feel really good about ourselves, right? I want you to feel empowered. I want you to feel in charge of your own destiny. You no longer just have to accept what people think about you or whatever life throws at you. You make decisions that get you what you want from life, including respect, because you give it to yourself. Everything begins and ends with the way you feel about yourself. Oh, thank you. I want you to love yourself so powerfully that nothing can stand in your way. And loving you requires you to be authentic. You are not required to be nice, but you are required to be authentic, true to you. I have a free ebook titled How to Celebrate Yourself, Make Friends, Be Assertive, and Build Healthy Self-Esteem. The link is in the description box. Get it for yourself and for someone that you love. And big up to me for writing that book and making it available to you. Check it out. Drink wine, blow horn. That's how far I've come. That's how far I've come. I can write a book about being assertive and about self-esteem. So we're talking about mastering authenticity versus niceness, striking that balance for genuine connections. When I say niceness is not required, am I saying that you should never be nice? Of course not. But you can discern when to apply niceness and to do it authentically, right? We are fearfully and wonderfully made. Absolutely, absolutely, Terry. And in this video, we're going to delve into the intriguing dynamic between authenticity and niceness, exploring how to strike the right balance to foster genuine connections. So let's talk about this together, right? And see if we can discover valuable insights on navigating social interactions, building meaningful relationships, and understanding the nuances of being genuinely authentic while avoiding the pitfalls of mere niceness. Yet there are pitfalls to being just nice. You get taken advantage of. Right, well, we're gonna uncover some practical tips, and I'm going to share a few real life examples to help us navigate the complexities of human connections with authenticity as our compass. Now, see, that's the thing. You have to have authenticity as your guiding post. Everything that you do, you want to be doing that with authenticity. You want to be true to yourself in everything, every move you make, every decision you make, every step you take. You want that to be an authentic move, and you're not just doing it to be nice, and you're not dishonoring yourself in your decisions and the things that you do. So, in defining authenticity and niceness, we're distinguishing between authenticity and niceness in social interactions. Niceness refers to being pleasant, agreeable, considerate towards others. It involves showing kindness, politeness, and often involves avoiding conflict or confrontation. Now, that's me. That's me right there. Authenticity must be your guiding post. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, yeah, that's me. I'd rather retreat than get involved in a confrontation, even if I was right. I allowed my rights to be taken from me because I didn't want to cause a confrontation. I remember one time at work, a customer lied on me, right? I was in retail sales, and my income depended on me making sales and making commission from those sales. And the customer lied on me, and the manager took the sale from me, took it from me. And I didn't say a word. I didn't speak up for myself. And as a matter of fact, this happened more than once at work. It happened another time when the manager took a sale from me. People who exhibit niceness tend to prioritize keeping interactions harmonious and avoid causing discomfort to others. But you're making yourself uncomfortable, right? You're suppressing your own thoughts and your feelings. We're not going to do that anymore. Authenticity is the quality of being genuine, true to yourself, and transparent in interactions with others. No fakeness, no pretense. This is me, right? Let them accept you for who you are. Let people learn the true you. It involves expressing thoughts, emotions, and beliefs honestly without pretense or a desire to conform to others' expectations. And that is it with us. We want to fit in. We want to be like them. We want to be how they want us to be. Be true to yourself. Be true to you. Who are you? Let you come forth. Let them deal with the real you, right? Authentic individuals are comfortable showing vulnerability and are unafraid to share their unique perspective. We don't want to be vulnerable. Porter. We don't, yes, to be real, we don't want to be vulnerable. Mm-mm. And afraid to show our perspective. Even, yeah. Authenticity fosters deeper connections and trust as it allows others to see and relate to a person's real self. See, that's it right there. People don't know how to relate to you in a way that honors you because they really don't know you. They really don't know who you are because you're pretending to be someone else. So they are reacting and relating to that other person that you're showing. Cut it out. Cut it out. You're unafraid to share your perspective. Afraid of your voice. Afraid to share how you really feel about the thing. But it's hard to do. It's hard to do when your sense of self is so low. People who love, care, and respect you want you to show up as your authentic self. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that means some of us have to change our friends. When you get on a journey for authenticity, you might have to change some friends because them people that you had in your corner before, they're not going to understand you. They're not going to understand this new person. They don't know what to do with that new person. Fear of confrontation leads to being fake and phony because of the lure of fitting in. Absolutely. Fake and phony. And that's not helping anybody. That's not helping you. That's not helping the next person. No, fake and phony won't work. Yeah. So you're like that when your sense of self-value is low. Too low to speak up for yourself without fear, but it's hard to do, I was saying. It's hard for most of us. It's hard to do, but what's at stake when you don't speak up for yourself? What is at stake? What is at stake when you don't speak up, when you're not true to yourself? Others will choose for you, right? Others will choose for you when you don't speak up for yourself. Others will tell you how to feel and how you should be. So it's important that you are true to yourself and that you speak up for yourself, right? And then you're going to make some life decisions based on your insignificant feelings because you are being inauthentic, not true to yourself. You lose your voice. You lose your voice when you're not being true to yourself, right? And then when you're not true to yourself, that's how you make those decisions that don't serve you in life. Like accepting any job, just accepting any old job rather than going for the job that you really want, or staying in a job that you, because you think you can't get another one or a better one, right? Letting people continue to insult you or even beat up on you. I'm a survivor of domestic violence, and I'd never say a word to my abusers the whole time that they were beating me. But I was suffering. I didn't like it, but I never spoke up. I never fought back. I stayed in those situations. Low self-esteem. Not true to myself. Now imagine a person who continually celebrates themselves in an abusive relationship. Can you see that? Can you see a person who continually celebrates themselves sitting in an abusive relationship? No, you won't see that. Self-celebration strengthens you, fosters courage, joy, and self-love. When a person is feeling joy, when a person loves themselves, when a person is strengthened and encouraged by celebrating themselves, they will not let people abuse them. People who love themselves don't allow themselves to be beaten and say nothing. Authenticity, being true to yourself. I don't like this beating. I'm not going to stand for it. And I'm not staying in this abusive situation. Others will choose for you when you don't speak up for you. That is absolutely true. Speak your truth, Winsome. I commend your courage in this moment. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate you recognizing that this does take courage. It does. And we're talking about being authentic and being true to ourselves and true to our stories. So let's see if we can understand the motives behind being authentic or nice. The pitfalls of excessive niceness, discussing how being overly nice can lead to superficial interactions. Superficial because people don't know who they're dealing with. One time, a customer at work was had a complaint about how I was handling something. You see a pattern here, don't you? Me at work. I am not the best employee, but that's also because not being true to myself, I choose these jobs that don't suit me, right? Not acting authentically on my own behalf, taking any job just to be working. So my manager, who was a mentor, he liked me. He said to me, "You're nice, but I think you think because you're nice, customers will give you a pass." He said they don't care about nice. They want service. They will throw you under the bus in a heartbeat to get what they want. They don't care how nice you are. That lesson stuck with me, right? When you're not authentic in your dealings with people, you rob them of the opportunity to relate to you in a manner that honors you. You rob people of the opportunity to treat you like you deserve to be treated. Lisa Nichols says, you are the first example of how you should be treated. Let people know how to treat you. You pretend you're okay with what they say to you or how they treat you. So they just keep doing the same. You're not being honest. You're not being honest about your feelings. You're not being honest about who you are. Hi, Danielle. Customers want what they want. Absolutely. Customers want what they want. That is true. Yeah. So, yeah, you don't give people the chance to get to know the real you, right? They give you blue and you accept it when you hate blue and you'd rather have orange, but you never say it. Somebody asks you to take them somewhere and you say yes. You don't want to, but you say yes. And then they're happy and you're miserable. And the phone. Just because the phone rings doesn't mean you have to answer it right then. Let it go to voicemail. If it's important, they'll leave a message. Boundaries, you guys. Boundaries and being authentic. Daniel says you have to be honest with yourself first. Absolutely. Call people back when you're ready. You don't have to pick up the phone just because it rings, right? People in my life have thought that I am a laid back, easygoing, happy go lucky kind of person. Not altogether true. In fact, I'm quite particular. I am quite particular about certain things, and I hate bad manners. I hate bad manners, and I'm sensitive to disrespect. And they thought I was just, not true, but that's what I gave them to work with. My fault, right? I'm not the easiest person to live with either, because I need a lot of solitude. And I'm not the most organized person, so I leave things hanging, laying around, right? And I don't like people touching my stuff. I don't. But people would never know that about me because I didn't say anything. Case in point, my paramour, my ex-paramour, right? I made it my ex when I decided to be authentic to myself because I know I deserved more. He came to my house and used my leopard print cup. One of them, which I had way up in the cabinet, right? Because they were my special cups. I didn't use them every day. They were way up in the cabinet, right? And I'm thinking, why you couldn't use any of the other cups? Why you had to use my leopard cup? But I didn't say a word to him, even though I was worried about you are the most important person in your life. That's true. Even though I was worried about him breaking my cup, I never said a word. So when you're not authentic, people don't know the real you and they don't know how to relate to you or how to treat you. And that's unfair. That's unfair to you and it's unfair to them. Give people a chance to really get to know who you are. They thought I was happy-go-lucky, and some said stupid, but the truth is I am a thinker. I am a deep thinker at that. I'm a powerful creator. I'm smart, I'm wise, I'm compassionate. I have a lot to say and a lot to teach. So stop hiding your gifts. Stop hiding who you are. Allow you to come forth. Show up for you. Certain conversations bore me to tears. Conversations about other people's business, gossiping, degrading people. I hate those conversations. But there was a time when I spent hours on the phone listening to that garbage until I couldn't take it anymore and spoke up. Changed everything. Changed everything. Excuse me. I got cussed out, right? I got cussed out because I spoke up. But then I didn't hear that toxicity anymore. And that's going to happen. When you start being authentic, you're going to lose some people. Some of them are going to cuss you out and say, "Who do you think you are? I knew you when." Be authentic anyway. Right? Leave a comment if you hate gossiping. If you watch the replay and you hate gossiping and those useless conversations, leave a comment. Another time I spoke up for myself, I lost a friend of over 20 years. And of course, that makes you wonder if she was really a friend. You're going to lose some people when you start being authentic, especially if you do it in an unskilled way. And sometimes you're just drowning and need a breath. So you try to make corrections the wrong way and lose people you'd rather not lose. I've lost some relationships because I sat back being untrue to myself and accepted certain things until I couldn't take it anymore and blow up. And then I damage the relationship that I didn't mean to lose. You know what I'm saying? So you want to learn how to be authentic, but not damage the relationship. Because the way you communicate is your responsibility. You want to communicate in a way that your meaning is not misunderstood. And that is entirely your responsibility. Now, there's going to be some people, right, who are going to twist your meaning no matter what. But you just want to make sure that you are not trying to inflict pain when you communicate your truth. You're trying to heal and strengthen a relationship. So if it takes you days or hours to figure out how to say something that is hard to say or hard to hear, then take the time you need, because how your message lands is mostly your responsibility. Right? I hate gossiping. Yep, no more gossip. No more gossip. Absolutely not. Expressing genuine thoughts and feelings is important because it creates trust, promotes emotional well-being, and encourages honest communication. Yeah, there is power in authenticity. How does authenticity foster deeper connections and trust? I said before, I don't like confrontation. I still don't. And I avoid them. But a few weeks ago, I had a conversation with my therapist. I was having a bad day, and I just didn't have it in me to sit through a therapy session. And out of respect for her and her time, I texted her a quick message: "No session today, next week." Well, when she got the message, she was pissed. She told me she was pissed and how she felt unappreciated and all this kind of thing. And I'm sitting here like, lady, aren't you a professional? Don't you deal with people with mental health issues all day long? Why are you taking things so personally? Right? That's what I was thinking. But I appreciated her sharing. What happened to my nail? I appreciated her sharing that her feelings with me and listening to me also. That's the way I like to resolve conflicts, right? Mutually respectful. I listen to you, you listen to me. We come to an understanding, whether we agree with each other or not, right? So Lisa Nichols calls it carefrontation. Carefrontation, where everybody's dignity stays in place. We don't have to fight and quarrel and carry on when there's conflict. We can resolve things peacefully. That's the power of being authentic, being true to your feelings. And now let's explore some techniques we can use to communicate our thoughts. So we're balancing authenticity with niceness, finding the right balance between authenticity and nice. First, you always want to be considerate. You always want to be considerate, right? And be as kind as you can. My phone doesn't ring much because I don't gossip. My phone doesn't ring much because I don't gossip. So most don't have anything to talk about with me. So they don't call me. I'm boring. They don't want to hear my courage-based conversations. I love it. I love it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Lisa Nichols calls it carefrontation. I like that a lot. That's very helpful. That's very helpful in guiding you on how to communicate with people in times of conflict. So you want to be kind. Yes, you do. You do want to be kind. You want to be kind as much as you can and try not to hurt, but be authentic. Be authentic in your caring. Be authentic in your giving. Be authentic in your generosity. Be authentic in your evaluations. Be authentic in your opinions. Be authentic in what you do and what you say, in your feedback, in your statements, in your deeds, in your appearance, in your coming and your going. Be authentic. And you don't always have to look perfect. It's okay to relax. Those who love you for real will love you with your imperfections. You don't have to hide behind perfection. Please like this live if it matters to you what we're talking about. If it matters to you what we're talking about, like this live, please. And like the replay. So here's some ways that we can practice mindful self-awareness, because self-awareness helps us to be authentic. Regularly reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and intentions before expressing them. Take the time to reflect on your thoughts and your emotions before expressing them. Yeah, take the time. If you have to write something down before you say it, take that time. Oh, there was a time I used to spew off at the mouth. Oh my God. Before I thought about it, it was out of my mouth. One time, there was a phase I went through. Oh my gosh, I got in so much trouble for that. Yeah, how you deliver the message is your responsibility. And you don't want to, like I said before, inflict pain. You want to be fair, you want to be reasonable, you want to be kind, but you want to be true, right? Consider how your words and actions might impact others while also staying true to your own beliefs and feelings. Use mindful self awareness. That helps you gauge when it's appropriate to share your authenticity and when to adjust your approach to be more considerate. You don't want to just spew out whatever you think as if no one else matters. It's not like anybody else doesn't matter. You just want to be true to yourself and true to them as well. Terry says, shame. My phone doesn't ring nearly as much since unsubscribing from the drama. Unsubscribing from the drama. Absolutely. Choose your words thoughtfully. Craft your message in a way that conveys your true thoughts while taking into account the feelings of others. Yes, take the time to think about what you are about. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, Terry, got you. As long as we have reverence for others involved and lead with love, lead with love. Okay. All right. Use I statements to express your perspective without sounding confrontational or dismissive of others' viewpoints. Avoid aggressive language. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. Recently that happened to me where, the incident where I told you I got cussed out, there was some colorful language used. So avoid aggressive language and strive for a balanced tone that respects both your authenticity and the sensitivities of those involved. Communicate honestly while maintaining respect for others' feelings. Frame your thoughts and feelings using I statements, which focus on your perspective rather than placing blame or making assumptions. For example, instead of saying you always, you never, say I feel, I think, which emphasizes your emotions and thoughts without accusing the other person. Right? Practice active listening by giving the other person your full attention without interrupting or forming your response prematurely. After they've expressed themselves, validate their feelings by acknowledging their perspective, even if you don't agree. This validation shows that you respect their emotions and are willing to understand their point of view before sharing your own thoughts honestly. So, yeah. And like I said at the top of the video, you're not required to be nice, but you are required to be authentic. Right? And that's where I am right now at this stage of my journey, is making sure that in everything I do, I'm being authentic. I'll read books for it. I'll study for it. I'll pray for it. I'll meditate for it. I'll do whatever I need to do for it to make sure that I'm walking in authenticity. Authenticity protects your peace. Authenticity protects your peace. Show up for you, right? And make better friends. Make better friends that appreciate you for you. Right? All right. So we have talked about being nice versus being authentic and how important it is to be true to yourself. And we've talked about celebrating yourself, right? We've done some celebrating. And I have a book, an ebook, a free ebook. The link is in the description page, the description box, and download that. It's titled How to Celebrate Yourself, Make Friends, Build Healthy Self-Esteem, and Be Assertive. Also, there is a YouTube group that I've started for us to go there and brag about our accomplishments. The link is also in the description box. Every day, you want to post in there something that you have accomplished, big or small, right? That's a community. That's a place where you can go and brag as much as you want. And I want to thank you so much. Leave a comment and like the video, like the live, like the replay. I want to thank you for your company today. Let me see what Shannon said. I feel and I think has helped me navigate challenging conversations in my marriage versus you never or you always. Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel and I think helps you to be authentic, even when what you're saying, when it's not necessarily nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel and I think are powerful. Um, yeah. And Farnet Porter says to say before you say it. Absolutely. Um, oh my gosh, you guys, thank you. We've come to the end of another episode. As I said at the top of the video, this is our 11th episode. 11th episode, and I'm wearing my Big Up Yourself t-shirt. Oh my gosh. And I wore my own hair today, you guys, in the spirit of being authentic. I wore my own hair. And I said before, it's not a look that I prefer for myself, but that is my hair, if anybody was wondering. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. And I will see you on the next episode of the Big Up Yourself show. Don't ever stop bigging up yourself. See you next time. Big up yourself.